Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, I'll be going over my games for how I got the 20 wins, and these are just replays because I was super locked in and didn't feel like doing audio while I was playing because I wanted to focus more so on the gameplay so I could actually win the challenge because I did it like 6 or 7 times and I didn't want to do it again because I was already at 2 losses and I was like 11-2, but this game I think it's like at 15 wins. I just handpicked like the most important matchups that you'll see and the final game. So in here, I'm playing a minor wallbreaker deck, kind of similar to the one that I showed off in the top 5 best decks for the 21 challenge video. Just instead of Goblin Hunt, we actually have the cannon in here, and instead of minions, we have a Mega Minion because I feel like what I was facing against was so much baby dragon and skeleton dragons and e-dragon, so that's why I switched the Mega Minion in there because it completely cooks all of those. And then we have the cannon in here because Goblin Hunt was getting kind of destroyed by all the baby dragon and skeleton dragons, so cannon helps better with the defense. But in here against RG, this is an alright matchup. I just gotta survive single, and I actually misplaced my cannon, which was not good, so I pre-cycle a Mega Minion to hopefully get some DPS down. And it's really hard for him to kill the Mega Minion. The only thing he can kill it with is a hunter, and I actually get a pre-poison. I knew he was going to hunter the bridge and ghost, so I just poisoned the bridge to kill it all, and then barbell on it. So I actually get a pretty clean defense, only taking 1 RG shot. But right here, I actually do a really bad wall breakers. I thought it was up elixir, but I actually wasn't, so those wall breakers are bad. And as you'll see, he does respond to both of them, but I still think they're bad because I'm still down elixir. And you're about to see him go in here and you probably get a bunch of damage. So in this spot, I was like, okay, shoot. Yeah, I saw him cycle the skeletons, and I was like, okay, yeah, he's definitely just going to go Evil Ghost RG the bridge. So I was like, oh, shoot. I got to get a cannon. Not a cannon. Well, yeah, cannon. A miner down to tank for the ghost. Skeletons, Mega Minion, all that jazz. And then I get a barbell. I did the skeletons. I just had to make sure the ghost didn't attack again, so those thingies wouldn't get on my tower, else I would be cooked. And as you can see, the Mega Minion still does a lot of damage, and it's going on the counter push now. He has to hunter this, which is pretty good for me. Now I'm up elixir. And not in a really good situation, though. I'm down 1200 damage, and I am really pissed off at this point. So I go miner in here because I want to go wall breakers to kite to pull the hunter over and hopefully get some damage on the tower. Sadly, my Mega Minion dies here, which I'm really upset about. I was trying to get it to live, as you can see. That's why I placed it off to the side, but it's fine, I guess. And he goes in here. I don't like this going by him because my ghost, I do have Evil Ghost in cycle, and that's going to get a lot of value, but he still somehow gets a shot because RG is the most boosted card in the game, and I actually don't get that much value on my Evil Ghost. It instantly dies. But as you can see, I go minor wall breakers and I get no damage. I am so pissed right now. I am like but my Mega Minion gets a slap on the other side, so not bad. But the key tip that, as always, yeah, just get rid of that in the background. The key tip, as always, is to not give up, though, because you can always make comebacks, as you'll see. I get a really good minor poison down, my ghost is alive, and I get a wall breakers, and he can't stop the wall breakers. He puts the skeletons into the poison for some reason, and he baits out a fisherman. That fisherman was really bad by him, because now I keep the momentum, and I can keep on pressuring him the whole game. Anyways, yeah, what was that hunter for? Yeah, I think he's trying to predict my miner, which I don't understand. And then I get a good poison off here. You're gonna see that weird miner placement on the ghost. I did that just because I had to kill the ghost. I didn't want it crossing my side. And now this is barbell range, so it's still fine. So yeah, not a good RG by him. I get my evil ghost down. I get my cannon down. Pull it as far as possible. And that's what you'll see is I always get my cannons down. And I always get my Mega Minions up high because it's like instant guaranteed DPS. And he has to respond to it. The Mega Minions are so frustrating for him to deal with. And then as you'll see here, I delayed my wall breakers because he delayed his skeletons because I knew he was expecting me to wall breakers. So now he doesn't have the skeleton for the wall breakers, so he has to overcommit on the wall breakers now with ghost and barbell. So that's really good for me. Then I can get an easy barbell and Mega Minion defense on that. And now that I have the Mega Minion counter pushing, I can get like something really good going because he has to waste a hunter on that Mega Minion, by the way, because that's the only thing that kills in his deck, and he doesn't for some reason. Well, he does it late, but now the Mega Minion still got a scratch on, and I am looking like I can actually come back and win this game. Does he start fireballing cycling here? I think he does soon. But as you can see, I go in with a miner. I get another Mega Minion down once again. As it said, he cannot kill it. If it was normal minions, he could fireball it, but Mega Minion doesn't try to fireball. But now he goes in with a fireball cycle, and I'm like, oh shoot, I gotta go in now. So I go in with a miner. I get the poison down because I know he's pressuring, and I get that ghost down. Oh my gosh, what was this RG by him? He kind of sold this. I still would have won even without that RG, but that RG just like guaranteed me the win basically because that RG was completely horrible, and he tries going in at the very end, but I'm just comfortably winning. And as you can see, I just survived single, and I was still able to make a comeback in double, and that's how you play against RG. Okay, now into the very, like, probably the most important game and your worst matchup with this deck, besides E-Golem, is Electro Giant. This deck is very popular and completely, not completely hard counters it, but because you have the Mega Minion, but it's still a good matchup for E-Giant. I would say like 60-40, but with good outplays, you can beat it. So he played Goblin Hunt. I know he was either playing Miner, Poison, or E-Giant, obviously, because those are the only two decks that actually use E-Giant. So I go Barbell here because I know he wants to get a NATO off, and he E-Giants into it. I was like, I don't like that E-Giant, so I go Miner, Wall Breakers, opposite lane. Why do we do this? Because then he can't support that E-Giant, and I can get a cannon to fully counter it. And as you can see, he does an interesting NATO. He NATOs one of the Wall Breakers to King Tower, but one of them still connects, so that's the main thing. They're gonna get King Tower activated at some point. Since you have Ghost and Wall Breakers, you just want to make sure that when they get it activated, you get damage from it. So sometimes when I know they're gonna go for a NATO on the Ghost, I'll Miner predict the NATO, like Miner right in front of it, like on the side of the tower, right? So that the NATO actually blocks the Ghost. Well, the Miner blocks the NATO from the Ghost, and the Ghost will stay on the tower. So that's a really good play you can do. I didn't do it in this game. I don't think. I might have done it later, but I did that against other E-Giant players, and it's also very helpful. And right here, as you can see, the Mega Minion is getting huge value because the only thing that can really kill it is Baby Dragon, but that kills it way too slow. Anyways, I go Ghost opposite lane here because I don't want him to Baby Dragon the bridge with the Mega Minion. And I'm like, okay, shoot. Well, I go Barbell, Wall Breakers opposite lane. As I said, I can't defend a full E-Giant push with a Baby Dragon behind it that well if I don't have that much elixir. And it was just easier for me to just get a cannon down to fully defend it instead. So that's what I do here. Sorry if the audio is like glitching, like in and out. And then we go in with another Miner here on tower, just getting chip damage, chip damage, chip damage. Most of your damage comes from single in this matchup, because double, they have like infinite defense, and that's when it actually gets hard. But you'll see that soon here. So he NATOs this Ghost. I feel like he should have Valked because I still get a hit. I cycle to my Evo, and he just gets his NATO out of cycle. So I feel like that's overall a win for me. And he goes Bowler the back because obviously I can't do anything about a Bowler. I'm not poisoning that. I'm not gonna like Miner into it. I just can't. I just gotta let it like sit there and clock up the lane for like 30 seconds. So that Valk gets a hit. That's low-key a mistake on my end. I should have let that get hit, but I didn't care too much because that's on the stronger tower. He goes E-Giant here, and I'm like, oh shoot, I'm kind of cooked. So I Barbell on this Bowler here, and you'll see how I defend this. I get a Mega Minion up high for the Baby Dragon. As I said, this is why we have Mega Minion deck. And I do the cannon up high so that he can't lightning the tower and the cannon. But he does lightning the Ghost, which is not the best for me, but still, it's not tower, so it's not tower damage. And the Bowler did get a hit on the other side, but I go in Miner Wall Breakers, Miner Poison, and I get most of that damage back, and I'm still up damage. And I have decent control, but not the best, though. And as you can see, I knew he was going to go Baby Dragon, that's why I go Miner. Well, I go Ghost opposite lane, and I actually Barbell. You'll see me do this a lot against Barbells when they Barbell my Ghost. I like to Barbell the Barbell, because then my Ghost will get at least one swing, and the Barbell gets damage, as you can see right there. And so bad timing on the Bowler, because now the Wall Breakers bait out the Goblin Hunt, which is pretty good for me. And I go Ghost the back opposite lane of the Bowler because I need to apply dual lane pressure. It's very important in this matchup, because if you let them build up one push in a single lane, you are going to get fried and cooked. And as you can see here, he goes with the E-Giant that lane. I'm going in all in on the opposite. Miner, Wall Breakers, I got the Ghost down still. This like the strategy. And he doesn't support this E-Giant anymore. He knows it's cooked, but I still have to defend it with my Evo Ghost, which is not the best, but still decent for me though. I'm looking good, holding my control, holding my own, and the Ghost is putting in somewhat work, and he actually bullet on the right hand side, and he goes with a Diddy Hut, which isn't that good. He actually missed it though, so the Ghost still got on tower, so that was huge for me. And he's still not able to make a push. As you can see, I'm just not letting him make a push. That's the biggest key in this matchup. Same with Golem, by the way. You want to like really, I don't have a Golem game in here because the footage got corrupted and deleted. Oh wait, I'm actually taking a lot of damage here. As you can see, I'm just stressing. I'm like overcommitting on this defense because I need to make sure to reduce as much damage as possible. But I'll just tell y'all real quick, against Golem, the main thing you want to do is just go opposite lane on both towers. And by the time they go in with a Golem in single, well, a Golem in double, you want to make sure you have one of their towers. That's like the key. At least in double. In single, you can defend it pretty easily just by like pressuring. But as you can see, he got a good Barbell prediction on my Miner right there, so that's pretty bad for me. And then I go Ghost opposite lane, like I said, opposite lane pressure, opposite lane pressure, opposite lane pressure. I go Barbell, I go Miner Wall Breakers, go crazy, and I was going to defend his push easily because I had another cannon in cycle when he lightning, and the Wall Breaker's still connected though, so I already won. And I had to hit him with the emote because E-Giant is homosexual. So yeah, next game, final game, by the way. this is the 20-win game. Yeah, I was feeling very tense right here against this Mario dude. I feel like I faced him before. I just can't recall or not. But he goes Sparky the back first play, and Sparky's a really good matchup for me because of Mega Minion. As you can see, his only two air cannons, I believe, in this matchup are Ewiz and Mother Witch, which don't do anything. And he does have Vines, which threw me off guard, as you'll see here. But still, I can just cycle multiple Mega Minions, and this is something you need to know if you're playing this deck. Don't be scared to cycle your Mega Minion in the back. I know I said you use it for Baby Dragons and stuff, but your cycle is so fast, you can cycle to multiple of them. Like, your cycle is 2.6 with this deck. You can get to multiple, Mega Minions as much as you need, especially in double. Cycling Mega Minions in the back is so huge to defending beatdown pushes. Also, if you're wondering why I poison there, it's just because I know the only way for him to win this matchup is in single, because that's when I don't have enough elixir to defend all the time. So I just, reduce as much damage as he can get in single, and I'll be chilling. And he didn't have a Sparky in cycle, so he couldn't actually make a big push. So I go Wall Breakers opposite here, bait out the zap, so now he can't zap for my skeletons. He could have Mother Witch predicted it. That would have been impressive. That's why I set up a cannon, actually. But, he doesn't. He's not that great, but it's fine. It's fine. What do I do here? I think I go in with a minor opposite. No, I go Mega Minions back. Like I said, Mega Minions back are safe. I was thinking minor opposite, but then what I think was going on in my head was if I go minor opposite, he might completely ignore it. But Ghost opposite, that will bait out something from him. So that's why Ghost opposite is fine. Well, in this case, he doesn't. But as you'll see, the best thing to do also is save your evil wall breakers on defense against Sparky. As you can see, it just blows them up, and it's just really good for you. Like, they can't do anything about it. Like, those wall breakers just blow up and deal so much damage to the Sparky. Poison plus evil wall breakers plus barbell fully kills the Sparky. And also a very important interaction, when you barbell on a Sparky, as long as your barbell isn't getting killed by something else, the barbell always gets a hit on the Sparky. So that is huge if you're finishing off like 2 HP Sparkies that don't die to the barbell. Anyways, like the barrel of the barbell. So I go minor on defense here if you're wondering, because my cycle is so chopped, and I don't want to go minor on the tower because that'll give him free counter push on the Sparky, because he'll go Sparky into it and then the Sparky will shoot itself back, so he'll have more time to build up a push. That's just like some game knowledge here. Don't push in the lane of a Sparky. I do my wall breakers opposite, obviously, to get opposite lane damage. Just pressure opposite lane. Mega Minion in the back. You'll see me doing the same thing over and over again. And this push looks really scary, but you'll see I'll like defend this perfectly. I go Evo Ghost completely shuts everything down. I got another poison down on the Sparky, and I have 2 Mega Minions down just swiping on this stuff. Like, the Mega Minions are just slapping the crap out of this dude, bro. It's so funny. But then I get a poison down here because I know even if he were to go in with the Sparky, I can defend. I'm not worried. I don't need to save the poison as much anymore, and I think I could just go wall breakers opposite, yeah, but this is where it was kind of scary, but then I was like, oh wait, shoot, I can just Mega Minion on the minions, because the thing you do against Sparky is you separate their support cards from the actual Goblin Giant, because that's what they use is the Goblin Giant spears, because they like kill all your stuff and they'll like tank for your mini P.E.K.K.A. and the Sparky. But if you separate that away from it, then you'll be good. And I actually use my evil wall breakers on offense here because I know if they connect on the tower, I'll take the whole tower. And I knew he couldn't defend it because like nothing in his deck can defend them. He goes all in trying to salvage this game, but I already know it's over. And yeah, that's how I got the 21 badge and emote. I actually didn't screen record the part where I got it because I was stupid, but I'll just display that for you like in a second or two. Yeah, and thank you for watching the video. Fire. Good luck with the 21, by the way.